award of the day would definitely, it's an honor, it's basically a privilege to start off awarding with this amazing personality. I would like to call on the dais for the first award of the day, Mr. Ramanathan Ramanan, for the Atal Tinkering Mission. It is one of the best ideas that we have seen in a couple of decades that has, per se, in the education, in the K-12 education sector. A huge round of applause. Is Mr. Naveen Mittal. A huge round of applause for Mr. Naveen Mittal. Thank you so much, sir, for being a part of this show. We are hosting, as I earlier informed, we are hosting another event in Hyderabad focusing on the higher education and HR community, where we are building the industry and academia gap. Okay, next up, I would like to call on the dais Dr. Ashok IAS, Commissioner and Secretary, Board of Intermediate Education, Government of Telangana. Bringing in major reforms in state intermediate education through digital empowerment and redefining vocational education, and resulting in increased employment placements of students. A huge round of applause, please. Of the year, Mr. Ryan Pinto, CEO, Ryan International Group of Institutions. Can we have the presentation on the stage once again? A huge round of applause for Mr. Ryan Pinto, CEO, Ryan International Group of Institutions. The next award in the category of Education Leadership Award 2018, Mr. Shrivas Jaipuria, Vice Chairman, SET, MR Jaipuria Schools and Jaipuria Institute of Management. A huge round of applause once again. The next award goes to for the Distinguished Leader of the Year Award 2018, Mr. Anirudh Gupta, CEO, DCM Group of Schools. The next award in the field of exemplary contribution in the K-12 digital learning, Ms. Divya Lal, CEO, Epic Smart Class. Okay, she's on the way. Next up, excellent contribution in brand building, Ms. Hetal Palan, Assistant Director, Branding, Marketing and Student Relation, Vivekanand Institute of Management, Mumbai. A huge round of applause. Next up in the category Edupreneur of the Year in the field of network security, Mr. Rohit Pardasni, CEO, ACIT Education. Next up is award categories for the government initiatives. The first award goes to the government sector initiative to promote and develop the Technologies District Mineral Foundation. A huge round of applause. As you're aware, if you were there throughout the day, from the government of Gujarat, a huge round of applause. Next is the category for World Education Summit School Education Awards. The first award, this is the Group of Schools category. Leading school chain, obviously RAN International Group of Schools. A huge round of applause. Next up is for leading school chain, goes to Seth M.R. Jaipuria Schools. A huge round of applause. That's why they are named the superstar panel discussion in every panel discussion that they are, because they take away all the awards. Next category for innovative practices for academic excellence, Das and Brown World School Firozpur. Next up is the category for the World Education Summit EdTech Initiative Awards. The first category, Leading ERP Solutions Provider for the Education Sector, goes to Franciscan Solutions. A huge round of applause for Franciscan Solutions. They say you can never take away books from a student's. Innovation in pedagogical practices goes to Indianica Learning. A huge round of applause. As you all know, Indianica Learning, now a subsidiary of Navneet, earlier known as Britannica, Encyclopedia Britannica. applause for Indianica Learning. Next up, leading e-learning content in science and maths for K-12 education goes to DesignMate. A huge round of applause. Do we have representation from DesignMate? Next up is leading content for K-12 education goes to Epic Smart Class. She's still on the way, okay. Next up is leading interactive solutions provider BenQ. Team BenQ. Okay, they're also stuck in traffic. Next up, leading interactive solutions provider Tata Class Edge. A huge round of applause for Tata Class Edge. Next up, innovation in vocational education and skills training goes to OnSky Global. Do we have the team of OnSky Global out here? A huge round of applause. A US-based organization entering India, a huge potential with a lot of skill development. You know, this is the encouragement that we are supporting the innovation and the pedagogical practices. Taaliyan rukni nahi chahiye. A huge round of applause. Next up, innovation in pedagogical practices goes to Jumpstart Games. A huge round of applause. Congratulations, Jumpstart Games. And that's it for today. Thank you so much, all you wonderful audience, for being here.